Welcome back, everybody. Today I wanted to show you, like the title says, yet another celebrated Thuringian. Or I was corrected how to pronounce it. I still can't pronounce it. It's a Thuringian. But right now we have my mini caudicle. I resetted the bevel on this one. I went to the 3K. I did some on the blue side of this, and then I'm doing some final touches already on this one. I already diluted the water, and this caudicle is pretty nice. It gives me a nice comfortable shave, but I think we can bump it up a little bit more by finishing in with this Thuringian. I'm going to show you right now. Let's put this to the side. Let's dry this up. So here we are. So we have another small little Thuringian. It's not an Escher. It's not stamped Escher. It's really nice. Actually a little bit wider. It's about 1.25 inches compared to the one that you've seen in my previous video. This one I think is a tad longer. Yep. So we have this one you already saw in a video. It's 1.5 inches, 1 inch wide, 5 inches, and this one is about 1.25 inches wide and about 1/2 inch smaller. So these are fantastic finishers, and they're great for smiley face racers because they're narrow, so it's easier to do the stroke, right? So right now this one I already lapped it. It's nice. It has a low spot here in this corner. I'm not gonna mess with it because I'm going to stay away from that corner. Plus it's lower. It's not going to affect anything. I just wanted to show you guys. And in a couple more laps it will go, it will get nice and flat. So right now I'm not worried about it. I'm going to use a little piece of Thuringian I have around. I completely forgot I had this when I made the previous video. So put some water in it, and this one is, I think, perhaps softer than my last video, the one that I had in the last video. I'm confident it will still give me a good edge, just softer. So I like to hold these in the hand. Let's get some water. Involve some half strokes. I like doing half strokes when I have smaller, narrow stones. It just speeds up the process. I'm not using any pressure on this right now. Just using regular pressure. You guys know that I tend to keep the same pressure throughout my honing process. I explained this in a while back of why I do it. I think I treat them like golf. In golf, you don't change the swing, you just change the golf club. So I don't change my strokes, the weight of the strokes. I just change my stone, right? Let's lean in a little bit so you guys can see a little better. And hand honing is awesome because you can move however you want to take advantage of that slurry that is building up. If you ever consider honing on a small stone, or you've seen a small stone you like but you're a little timid about it, these are excellent because they're raised a little bit by obviously the case, the wood. But even though if you're holding in hand, it's a great way to honing. You see me, I hone a lot of the times on hand. Sometimes I don't in big stones. When I'm setting the bevel, a lot of the times I keep it until the bevel is starting to set, and then I hold them. But even my naniwas, full-size stones, I like to in hand most of the time. I get a better feel for the stone, for what the razor is doing as I go across. I can feel the edge. When you're honing, you want to have that hearing, and then you want to also feel what the edge is doing under your fingers, so, and against that stone. So what am I looking for at all times is, you know, I want the same feel throughout. Let me put some water here. And by same feel, you don't want any, the grinding has to be similar throughout. That way you know if there's a rough spot on your edge, or yeah, basically if it feels a little bit rough and like towards the end or towards the beginning or towards the middle, then you know that perhaps when you're setting the bevel wasn't set right, or perhaps on your next stone, a 3K, you didn't do it right. You're not hitting it equally throughout, right? You also can look for changes in the pitch of the razor, of how it sounds, and on the feel. A lot of the times when I'm setting the bevel, I can tell. It changes how it feels once the bevel is set or about to be set. But you have to practice and just try to remember how it feels as you go. And I know it's hard because we have, you know, shit going on and can be just concentrated on the stone. And when I'm in a video, I'm definitely not concentrating on the stone, but as I should. I'm gonna speed up a little bit. Pardon my silence, and I'm gonna try to concentrate on what I'm doing. Alright, there's a little bit of slurry on it. You probably cannot see it. Let's wipe the slurry off the blade. That will help me dilute. Oh yeah, it's picking that slurry straight up into the blade. See if I can. A very murky slurry right now. And this is enough for me to finish on this, and I'm getting some action on the grabbing, a little bit of suction, not too bad, but with murky slurry you still don't get as much suction as you do with just plain old water, right? Because it's lubricating. For those interested, this is a Henkel's Twin Works 68. I like these. These have the little skinny twins, if you know what I mean, and the symbol, the emblem of the J Henkel's. Which are the older models, the little, very skinny looking ones. There you are. Oh yeah. All right. So we're gonna do some stropping. Take my ring off. Some hand stropping, and then we're gonna finish her up. All right. Final touches. Just rinse this stone really good. There you go. If you've never done that, try stropping. Right when you think you're done with your razor, bring your strop. You don't have to hand strop. Bring your strop, do some stropping, 10, 20 on leather, or more if you want, and then go again at it for some final touches. It changes completely how the razor feels, and that's proof right there that stropping actually is doing something to your razor, right? Not just because they've been doing it for 100 years, and we do it as well, right? Not doing the monkey see, monkey do only because it's been done. It's because it actually does something to the razor. And then you get the final very smooth, very slow touches. There we go. That's all I got for you guys. I might sell one of these, put on a raffle or something, since I don't need two of the same stone. They're very similar in their performance, and they provide great edges. So if you are in look of a different type of stone, I recommend Thuringians. If you are into J-nuts, that's great. But if you are trying to expand your horizons and you try cauticles, Thuringians are great. I like to match them with my cauticles because I like to keep it European, I guess, when I'm honing this style. So I do most of the work on the purple side in this case. She's the Belgian blue side, and then I do go to the yellow side of the cuticle, and then I go to a Thuringian, and that's my European edge right there. Have a good one, guys. I'll keep posting videos once in a while. Thank you for watching.